Hello and welcome to my Starcraft 2 journey. Today the theme will be transitioning and late game and just how bad I am at it. So I'm going to speed this early bit up because it's just me and the enemy, Chaos Master, building our bases, doing that sort of thing. What I'm going to look at here is just how bad I am at sort of dealing with my strategies not working perfectly first time and going off to do something else more successful. I'm quite bad at that. I'm better now that I've done this replay because I've been doing several matches, but yeah, and that was certainly a huge problem when I first started playing, was that, you know, you've got your one strategy, you stick to it, and if it doesn't work, you just don't know what to do. In fact, the reason I made it into Gold League the first time I did this a few months ago was because I just learned one specific cheese strategy, which was the 4-gate rush, wherein you make 4 of these as quickly as possible and just go in with a large army a lot earlier than this before the enemy can react. So that got me all the way into Gold League, but then once I was in Gold League and people were a bit too clever for that, I kept doing my 4-gate, they'd fight it off, and then I'd just keep doing my 4-gate because I didn't know what to do, and yeah, it just doesn't work. So what my strategy at the moment seems to be is build up a kind of solid economy, though there we go, a kind of solid economy, build a decent army, and then try to go in with it. That was what my strategy was then. But attacking up a ramp is a wee bit more difficult than defending, and these immortals that I built up are useless against marines, because the thing about immortals is all incoming damage is reduced to 10, so that makes them very good against things that hit hard, but marines do small damage quickly, so they melt against marines. So I keep committing to this tactic. See, I've even built a proxy pylon so I can warp in units straight away. So I just go in, I'm just constantly going for it, hammering my attack. And it looks like I'm doing okay. I mean, he's just got this base, there is Juicy Workers, he's only got this left. And I fall, he holds, but I've got this proxy. As soon as I can bring in more reinforcements, I'm going to, because I commit to something. You know, I don't think, oh, this isn't working, I should probably, you know, work on my economy a bit more. I just think, no, attack, attack, attack. And here I am, I've got more people. And let us look at the units lost tab so far. No, that's production. There we go. So from my attack, he lost that much worth of army, and I lost that much. So clearly, this isn't working out well for me, but I can't think of anything else to do. I must attack. I must get him. See, I've got my proxy. I'm ready to reinforce it. Yeah, this'll work. No problem. If I just keep attacking, he will eventually die. Never mind that I could be using this time to take another base or stop building immortals, because immortals aren't working against his composition. I could build my economy, get some colossuses out, snipe all this from afar. Just get a colossus, walk up the back here and kill everyone. But no, I'm not that clever. I wasn't that clever when playing this game. So just attack, attack. It's not working, but keep attacking. Oh my god, never stop attacking if we just don't stop. Oh. So at this point my attack has pretty much failed, and I have to come up with something new, right? So let's look at the production. There we go. What am I doing at the minute? Ah, now I'm expanding. I'm thinking this attack isn't working. I need to actually get stronger. I'm still making immortals though, even though, well, he's quite marauder heavy. I suppose immortals are good against marauders. So these marauders are useless to my credit, but the fact is I should not have tried to attack for that long. I should have backed off and reassessed. And oh, am I regretting not refilling my glass of water. Gosh, stupid throat. But yeah. So I'm building up a cute little defensive force, trying to build my base, but I'm not producing probes out of this one. I still haven't quite got the hang of this. Spoiler alert, I'm better at this sort of thing now that I've got more games under my belt, but what I was saying earlier on the last video, which doesn't exist anymore, I'm not very good at late game. When the game starts to go on for a while, I sort of lose my focus, and that, well, not lose my, yeah, I suppose lose my focus, I just sort of get a bit overwhelmed, and that's purely because all the games I've played in the past with Gold League didn't count for anything, because that was all rushing. I had no idea what the game was like, you know, when it actually went on for a bit, and I'm not producing. God, Jamie, you're so bad. My cute little defense force, his attack and defense force, so he's going to be difficult to crack at the minute. I'm going to speed this up because it's a long replay and Fraps just eats up your memory, and I don't want my computer to burst. So, ooh, that was my clever transition. I'm going to go in with Dark Templars because they are invisible, so they can just hammer away at his forces. I'm assuming he doesn't have protection. There we go, reinforce them with more Dark Templars, just more Dark Templars. I've got gas to spare, why not? There we go, next big battle. Committed to this attack. And I've expanded a third time, and yet not making full use of the expansions I've already got, but ooh, yeah, I did need to expand, I was running out. So anyway, this attack, let's see how successful that was. Oh, they can see my Dark Templars because of that, which is a detector. Now he has a huge army, and I have no army. So what am I going to do? More Dark Templars! I'm not going to transition, just more Dark Templars, yeah! They're coming in with this big scary drop that I have literally nothing to defend against. My Dark Shrine just out there in the open. And yeah, they just wipe everything up, so I'm like, shit, what do? I know, I'll send out my Dark Templars! Which ended up not being as bad an idea as you'd think, because, well, yeah, as soon as I take that out, he's got no detection, he's got no proper army here. But they just eat everything up. Dark Templars are very strong. Scanning, but sending in 2 Marines and a Marauder, that's not going to do much. Oh, okay. But still, more Dark Templars, more Dark Templars. So, at this point, I'm committing to my attack, just sort of ignoring this. I don't need a base. I've got other bases. Granted, these bases are also being destroyed and got nothing in it, but ooh, I'm taking a secret base. A secret base. So my DTs, I'm going to speed this up again because it's a long replay. They're just eating up his base, but at the same time he's eating up my base, and this is what's known in the biz as a base trade, although he is just lifting up his base, and I can't hit that, but, you know, I'm eating up his stuff, he's eating up my stuff, we've both got way too much money, we're both forgetting to actually play the game properly. My base is gone, I just do not have a base. This base is gone. I've still got this, though for some reason these guys... it's the gas. Clever. I'm trying to rebuild my base here, sort of. Just a little mini base, just a place to hide and recruit, because I know he's hurt. I know I did some damage, and now I'm gonna think about taking out that army that has just destroyed my whole base. You know, when I think on it, he didn't bring detection with him, so if I just kept the Dark Templars in my base, I could have saved my whole base. None of these can see Dark Templars. There you go. He can scan, attack me that way, but even then, Dark Templars are pretty strong. And if I still had a base, bear in mind, I could supplement these with more Dark Templars. That's what I can't do at the minute, because I no longer have a base. So I've held off this attack completely after it happened. Speed up. What am I doing up here? Yeah, making a Twilight Council. My plan is to go in with more Dark Templars to just sort of finish him off. But why I think this is an example of bad transitioning is because I didn't transition from that attack. I could have been in a much stronger position if I just realised I can't crack him for now. We'll focus on defences. We'll focus on strengthening myself up so that when we meet in the middle for a big fight, I will come out on top. And then I can just steamroll what's left. You know, that never clicked while I was playing the game. I was just like, keep attacking. And, am I getting a... There you go, I'm getting a Dark Shrine, so I'm going to finish him off. And, you know, I suppose this isn't bad, because he's not rebuilding his detection, so Dark Templars will actually just clean up at this point. But it's taking me so long, and it wouldn't have taken me so long if I'd just been clever in the first place and not lost my base. So, yeah, and we're both bronze level players, that's the point. If this were a better player than he, I wouldn't get away with this. You can't get away with just rebuilding from scratch because you were too silly to not lose it in the first place. Do I have any? Well, really, considering... Oh. Am I no, I'm blue. So considering I'm trying to commit to a DT, I really haven't focused on... Yeah. I need gas for Dark Templars, Jamie, come on. And this is why I'm bad at transition. Oh, something's going on. Oh, I got Colossuses. Oh. Oh yeah, I supplemented my Dark Templars with an army, so that was kind of clever. And, yeah, so spoiler alert, if you can't figure it out, I do actually win this match, but I'm still holding it up as an example of bad play because I won it in 34 minutes, and it's not like we'd all taken loads of bases. He had one base, two at some point, but nothing barely happened with it. He had one base. It took me 34 minutes to crack one base. That shouldn't happen. So, good game. I win, but not in the most spectacular way. Oh, he hasn't given up yet. Oh, I remember. I think this is a real never give up, never surrender sort of bloke. He just... You know, I haven't lost this match until I've lost everything I own. So, kabam, kablamo, shabams. Oh, there we go. He GG's. That was... yeah. So anyway, I'll see you in a moment with my next replay. Okay, so this next one isn't as long as the previous one, nor is it as big in scale, and probably doesn't show that much of an example of transition, successful transition or otherwise, but I'm afraid just the rest of the battles that I had that evening and this morning were just me winning. What can I say? So, slows down a little bit. It's starting pretty standard. I'm making my base. He's making his base. He's opting to sort of wall off to have a good defense at the ramp, which is clever. That's why most of my attacks fail. Just good defense of this ramp. I can't get up it. I get funneled. They can just shoot me down. I've sometimes, well, in the past, sort of lost games or lost confidence when I've just believed that the opponent has such a better army than me, and I don't understand why. And it's really, we have like the same-ish army, it's just that I'm trying to get up this ramp and I can't do anything, and they're just sitting there shooting me. So that's something I'm gonna have to learn to cope with a bit more gracefully. So yeah, base building is going on. I'm researching my forge, and I've sort of stopped doing this in the past couple of hours. I'm sort of evolving a lot as we go, Bronze League and all that. I'm new, I'm learning. But what I've stopped doing is sort of these very early pushes. I mean, 7 minutes to 8 minutes that's about the time you go for a big push. If you're trying to rush the enemy, that is the time when they should be most vulnerable. And I'm not really... No, this isn't a rush build. This is just a sort of run-of-the-mill macro-ish build, but I'm sort of combining a sort of normal build with rushing out, and I'm rushing out late, so it's not really rushing out, but I'm going out late, past the window of opportunity. He's now got a very good defensive position that's difficult to crack, but I do believe I'm going to go for it soon anyway. There I go, I've got 2 immortals and all of that business. I'm just thinking, yeah, and I'm building up a proxy, so this is me committing to an attack once again. Like, oh, he's trying to put up a second base. Fwa 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 fwa. So I suppose it was kind of a good idea to do this. A better idea might have been to just make a base of my own. Here we go. We're engaging armies here. And yeah, I think I'm doing... Am I red? Yeah, I'm red. I'm doing quite well. He's getting loads of money. I'm not. I consider this to be a good thing. At this point, I'm way ahead. So this should be a straight-up game. 1. It's like noob only proxy, because I'm building proxy pylons so I can warp around me. I don't know if it is noobish or not. I've seen good people do it, but I don't know. Maybe it is noobish, what I know. So it looks like I've got this in the bag, but notice this, a Dark Shrine. Now what do we know about Dark Templars? Remember, I used them to great effect in the last replay. Dark Templars are invisible and do shitloads of damage. I have no detection. So all of a sudden I go from, I could completely wipe this base, but just 2 Dark Templars is enough. So I've noticed that they're here now. I'm like, right, I've got to retreat. I have got to transition. Ooh, transition into something that can deal with Dark Templars. He warps it into an Archon, I don't really know why. If you don't really understand Starcraft 2. High Templars and Dark Templars, if you get 2 of them together, you can warp them into a being called an Archon, which has loads of shield and only 10 health. And they just, yeah, they do loads of damage and last stages, but once they're dead, they're dead. And I suppose if your enemy's got loads of protection and Dark Templars are just going to die, it's a good idea to put them into Archons, but I had no detection. He could have chased me with those Dark Templars and killed them. Anyway, the sort of transition-y thing I'm doing, it probably doesn't count as a transition because I'm not wildly changing my strategy, but then again I don't think wildly changing a strategy is the point of transitioning. You want it smooth, so now I've immediately got out an observer and they can detect things, and I'm building cannons, and this is clever because I'm realising he's got invisible units. I need to do that. I mean, there's an old replay I had where it probably would have made a more natural first replay to this, but I was going against Terran and he had Banshees, which is kind of like their invisible unit, and his Banshees were just shooting at my mineral line and killing everything, so my clever transition was to build 1 cannon and then sort of forget all about it. And he came in with more Banshees and he killed me. So, yes, my cannon, it can detect these, so I'm fighting the Dark Templars, although Dark Templars still pretty good. I don't know why I don't attack him. I'm probably more focused with what's going on here. It's difficult to... Yeah, I'm busy. Oh, Observer! I need you here, Observer! Where am I going? I don't know what I'm doing, but... Yeah, I must reunite my Observer and my forces or all will be lost. Observer! Observer! There we go. Now I should... Yep. No problem. And it... Yeah, I lost my base. I could have not lost my base, but... There you go. So I built cannons for defense, I got detection for offense. That was a pretty smooth transition to realizing he had Dark Templars instead of, you know, just sort of panicking. And obviously he's completely run out of gas now. Got a lot of minerals. He could make an effort to get out some zealots against me or something, but whatever. So as the difference between this video and the last is that I attacked, I realised my attack was failing for whatever reason, and I backed off and did something about it. I didn't just, like, keep attacking! So that's how I'm choosing to take this as a sort of middling to average improvement in transition, and hopefully I'll just get better and better at it, and I will be smooth as a silk serpent. Anyway, this is probably like 1 billion gigabytes worth of video. I will see you later for more Starcrafty goodness and some Pokemon goodness, of course. Bye.